Yo, buddy, this is young Byron, and let me turn on Bluetooth. Uh, let's see. Yeah, Bluetooth is on, so let's get started. It has been letter, a prison letter from Tupac in '95 when Tupac was in prison. Uh, to Madonna, singer Madonna, that secretly dated Tupac back in '94, and some parts of the letter I didn't research it and all, and I didn't watch other videos that people made, and they break it down that he said that he didn't want to hurt her. He didn't mean to hurt her, nothing like that. But he can't be in a relationship with her because she's Caucasian, and that would pretty much hurt him how dearly he loved his people. So it says newly released letter reveals Tupac broke up with Madonna over race, which is true. It's already been proven, and also this been shared 4.3 thousand times. So a lot of people know about this. It says Madonna said in 2015 that she dated Tupac before his 1996 death. Y'all already know Tupac got killed in '96 when he was in Vegas after the Vegas, Tyson Holyfield fight and stuff like that, and he got into an argument with this guy named Orlando or something like that, and then I guess he was had left, and somehow somebody was on the other side whenever they was at the light, and somebody pulled out their gun and just shot him. And Suge Knight was in the car driving, and he was in a Tupac was in a passenger side, and then uh, days later he was pronounced dead. And then it's been some speculation ever since his death that he was alive. He was in Cuba. Speaking of Cuba, his godmother, Donald Trump wants to send his godmother, extradite his godmother from Cuba to the United States prison to face justice because I guess he supposedly, allegedly murdered this cop back in the '70s, and I guess she was convicted, but somebody helped her escape and to go move to Cuba, and we didn't have five presidents since then, and no other president have ever wanted to try to bring her back to uh, to the United States. But anyways, yeah, uh, but did not explain why they split. The 1995 letter published uh, by TMZ Wednesday does. That's Madonna. Madonna has not yet responded publicly to the release letter written from prison at 4:30 a.m. The letter to Madonna begins with an apology. He apologized. The letter began with apology. I have not been the kind of friend I I know I'm capable of being, wrote Shakur, who spent 9 months in prison for sexually abuse, which at the time he was sent to prison because of a sexually abuse case. Uh, so, and it says he went on to say that people might have seen Madonna as open and exciting for being seen with a black man. However, he said people would not think the same of him for dating her. And which is true because a lot of times when I didn't see like interracial couples or even friends like a white girl with a black man and they are friends or whatever, people look them up and down and just feel some type of way for some reason. But for me, I felt due to my image, I would be letting down half of my people, which is black people, who made me what I thought I was, Shakur wrote. The letter appears to be a plea of consent, something like that. Uh, Shakur wrote that he wanted a stronger and more focused friendship with her and said that he never meant to hurt her. According to the letter, Shakur felt that he had grown as a person and no longer cared how others saw him. Shakur closed by asking Madonna to visit him, which in prison. He said that he had learned to not take time for granted. Madonna has yet to speak publicly about the letter. The letter will be available at the Gaddett Have Rock in Row auction from July 19th until 28th, according to Rolling Stone, who also confirmed the letters. So Shakur died after being shot in 96. He was 25. He was 25 years old. At the time, I was like, dang, I think I was 12 or 13 years old. 12 or 13. So I was in middle school when he died. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the video if I can. Looks like it's showing commercial. It's 15 seconds. Okay, that is the video, which it didn't show no, nobody talking. It just showed you like caption of what the letter said. But anyways, let's see. Oh, also I wanted to talk to y'all about YouTube star Stephen Ryan dies at 33, which I am 33. I don't know when her birthday is, but I'm 33. She might be maybe 2 years older than me. No, 2 months older than me. I'm sorry. 2 months older than me, or she might be a little months younger than me. I don't know. But yeah, I want to talk to y'all about that. See if I can pull that up. Uh, and most of y'all knew who she was, and most of y'all probably like, who is Stephen Ryan? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to turn my Bluetooth because y'all might not hear me that great. Yeah, that's her right there. Let me show the picture for 5 seconds. Y'all can see it. Okay, YouTube stars Stevie Ryan dies at 33 after a parent suicide. All these suicides, people are dying. All these YouTube stars are dying. It says YouTube star Stevie Ryan has died at age 33, which is my age, according to the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office. It says the cause of death is listed as suicide by July July 1st, according to the coroner's website. And y'all can go to that website as well if y'all want to, if y'all need more details. Yeah, that's her right there. Let's see. She was very famous on YouTube, and not just popular, but she was famous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she was also an actress. The actress which most YouTube stars are actors. The actress who gained fame through stretch comedy and celebrity impressions on YouTube via her page Little Loca had been open about her struggles with depression. Let me stop right there. Uh, Depression is a really, really hard thing to deal with, to cope with, to swallow. And sometimes when you are feeling depressed, and I don't mean depressed like within you feeling depressed because somebody died. I mean, you are feeling depressed to a point where you want to off yourself, and you just feel like everything is not going your way. You just don't want to be here no more. Try to get some medical help. Try to seek medical help. And sometimes family members even try to get these people help, but they don't want the help, that they need to get. So she was a co-host a podcast. She co-hosts a podcast about the topic called mentally ill, and recent grieved the loss of her grandfather on Twitter, which is very hard when you lose a loved one. Even when you lose a really dear friend of yours, it's very hard to cope with it. Okay, the man of my dream will now only be in my dreams. I miss you every day forever, which he's talking about her grandfather. I love you. I love you, my pop. She tweeted on June 30th, which was pretty recent on Father's Day. She posted a trivia to her grandfather. Unfortunately, he has not been doing well. I'm trying to prepare myself, but it sucks. She wrote on Instagram with the video of her kissing his cheek in the hospital. I guess somebody, Jessica Adams with two D's, uh, wrote at Stevie Ryan, a true friend, acting, writing, producing talent, a great comic mind, genius in a male dominant industry. And that was July 2017 during last week's new episode of Mentally CHL. Ryan addressed her grandfather's death, saying, I'm just worried that this is going to send me into a deeper depression. Her ex-boyfriend, actor Drake Bell, which everybody know who Drake Bell is, tweeted disbelief when he heard the news Monday. Please wake me from this nightmare, he wrote. Later, he added, my heart is crushed. On Monday, her podcast co host, Christy Carney, uh, tweeted images of heartbreak, written rest in peace, Stevie Ryan, the coolest girl I ever known. On VH1, Ryan had a stress series called Stevie TV, and she co-hosts a reality show on E with Brenny Jenner called Sex with Brenny. Okay. That's the guy, Brenny, with the O, and that's her. And this gotten like over 22,000 shares. So most people have already probably made a video about this or have saw the video about this and talking about it. So yeah. What I think about that this story is depression is very, very hard to deal with. And a lot of people when they let me retract my story from the beginning when I said I don't mean about depression when you lose a loved one. Let me say this, okay. Sometimes when you lose a loved one or you lose a father, a grandfather, or whoever you love, and once you lose them, and you get depressed, sometimes you don't want to get out of your house, you don't want to go to work, you start changing the way you feel, you start changing a lot of stuff, and you started getting really, really depressed, and it gets out of hand so much before you can get help, you get so depressed, then you're off yourself. Um, I wouldn't say medicine works 100% of the time, uh, but if you can get go to a doctor and let them prescribe you some medicine, then you should do that, or you should see a psychiatrist or a doctor that specializes in depression and try to, just tell him, why you so depressed, what triggered you to get depressed, what triggered you to feel this way, and just let it out. Write it down, you know, have a journal, and every day have a journal of what you do every day. And keep that journal until the day you die. And keep writing in that journal. And sometimes fidget spinners will help you your stress. And I don't know if it helps your depression, but it will help your stress. And try to seek help as soon as possible. Because depression is a really serious illness, and it's not something to play with or joke with, or it's something to take really serious at all times. When you see somebody being depressed, you want to comfort them, but if they don't want to be comforted, then don't even try. Don't even be persistent and keep trying to comfort them. Just, you know, try to let them be. And if you see somebody hurting themselves, you need to make sure you get them help immediately. You make sure you call somebody that can help them. But a lot of these times, people don't want help. People don't want to really talk to anybody about what's bothering them, what's making them depressed. And sometimes your depression gets worse and worse and worse. And before you know it, you off yourself. You know what I'm saying? So try to get help. It's a really serious illness to to be taken serious. It has to be taken serious at all times. So you want to get as much as help as possible. Yeah. And don't my condolences go out to Stevie Ryan's friends, her family members, or whoever. And sorry for your loss. I'm sorry that she offed her life. But, you know, we have to take this stuff seriously. We have to pretty much try to do something about this before it gets out of hand. You know, because it's too many depressed people in the world as it is, but there's nobody wants to get help. Nobody, wants to talk anymore. So instead, they off themselves. So I would say try to, seek help as much as you can. Because don't never get discouraged and act like it's not help out there. And nobody cares and nobody can do anything about it. It's somebody that can help you with this illness because it's a mental illness. Depression is a mental illness, whether you are diagnosed with it or not. It's a mental illness. So, and a lot of these folks are undiagnosed and they don't get the medication that they need. And sometimes this medicine makes them weird, makes them do things that they never do. Uh, it just makes you crazy. It makes you say crazy stuff. It makes you think crazy thoughts and everything. And she was actually uh, having, nightmares about her grandfather passing away. and she deeply loved her grandfather. And like when my elders died, I was very little when they died. So, I didn't really, I felt sad for a moment, but uh, I still miss them to this day. But they're looking up in heaven. They're in heaven looking down at me of what I'm doing. So thank God that they are in a better place. And thank God that her grandfather father is in a better place too, as well. So comment down below and tell me what y'all think about this. First, I was talking about Tupac Shakur breaking up with Madonna, the singer Madonna, because she was Caucasian. And then I was talking about Stevie Ryan, the YouTube star, and she also had a TV show on VH1 called Stevie TV, and she also played in some other series on TV too. So she was the big thing. She wasn't just this random big YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? She was pretty much a celebrity. So it was sad that she passed away and everything. My Bluetooth went off. But hope y'all watch this whole live stream, and y'all understand that depression is a really, really, really uh, serious illness. And if you need to get help, get help. Don't even be sassy or ornery or anything about it. Just get help before you pretty much lapse, and you off yourself. It's not worth it. Life is too precious to really do yourself like that, hurt yourself like that. So I want to give my condolences out to uh, her family and friends, and also I want to say about the Tupac and Madonna thing is, you know, Tupac, he was a pretty much for the people type of guy, for his people type of guy. And a lot of people did not know that. And they thought they knew Tupac, but they really didn't. And, he didn't want to let his people down, which, he has every right to feel that way. So I think his letter was more sincere than what a lot of people thought. But anyways, comment down below. Tell me what y'all think about the Tupac Madonna thing. Tupac breaking up Madonna because she was Caucasian, and about this Stephen Ryan girl committed suicide. She off herself, and her grandfather passing away. She been depressed and stuff like that. Tell me what y'all think about this. Until then, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out of here. And this is Young Byron. So I'm out.